Hey guys, I'm here with my awesome Umarex Colt M4 full power air rifle. This is a 177 caliber break barrel air rifle. It comes in 177 only and is a beautiful replica. Let's take a look at this thing and then let's do some accuracy tests. At the front here, of course, you have your barrel. You have the muzzle device, which is not removable, unfortunately. Therefore, you can't put a silencer on it if you wanted to. It's got a fairly long barrel. This is your front post iron sight. This is not removable, unfortunately. Hence the reason why, if you want to mount a scope, you're probably going to have to get a rail riser, because this is going to be in your way of the scope vision. It's going to be quite annoying. You've got a sling point here to match up with a sling point at the back. You have Picatinny rails basically everywhere at the top, and these side pieces are actually removable as well, like so. So yeah, these things just slide off. You just press this down, pull it back like that, you slide off, and they reveal more rails, so you can mount lights, lasers, whatever you'd like on the side. So you really get that AR-15 style look here. Moving on, you've got your Colt logo down there. 5.56 is the caliber the real rifle is chambered in, not this one though. You've got your fire select, which you never really see this on a break barrel rifle. It's normally around the trigger guard or somewhere up here. But you know, your standard AR-15, just safe and fire. You've got a trigger, which we'll look at in a minute. Not really anything special at all, really, but not terrible either. Standard grip, again, nothing really too special. You've got your bolt release. This is non-functional. You've got your charging handle, which is also non-functional, to keep the cost down, of course. This build here in the middle here is mostly polymer. Of course, the parts that need to be are made of metal. It also has an adjustable stock, which is quite cool. Bring it all the way out here. And then your mag release, which is actually functional. It reveals this sort of plastic dummy magazine that has molded in a real bullet, which I believe is in the real magazines to tell you which side to load on first. It's spring loaded, so the good thing is that you can actually put inert shots in there, which is what I have done. So you can load up some 5.56, 223 like this, like you would a real magazine. Of course, these are non-functional, decommissioned ones. I got these off Etsy. You can find them in various places. However, I wouldn't leave these in the magazine whilst you use the gun, because it does tend to mess around with the internals and stuff like that, and it could break it. So don't leave these in the magazine, and have the magazine in the gun whilst you're doing that break barrel cocking action, because it could be bad for the gun. And of course, it did come with a rear iron sight post around here. The iron sights out of the box are quite accurate, but that sight is also adjustable, unlike the front post, and is removable. So I've removed it to put this rail riser on, and then I've put a 3x Konus scope on. This is really cool. It has like a illuminated dot in the middle. I won't be using this for the accuracy testing though. I'll put a proper scope on, so don't worry about that. Oh, apologies, the front sight is adjustable as well. So, price on the Umarex Colt M4 then. You should be able to find this for around £250 UK, which for what you get, in my opinion, is a phenomenal price. It goes without saying, this is one of my favourite rifles in my collection, even though it's not going to be the most accurate, you know, it's not caved out for like competitions or things like that. This is a beautiful gun. It feels really real to use. The recoil is good. The functionality is good. It's reliable. It's durable. So that price is a steal in my opinion for a rifle like this. What about the power then? Straight out the box, this thing has an unbelievable amount of dieseling. It breaks the sound barrier. It isn't accurate at all. It's got a lot of recoil. So you really do have to break this rifle in quite a little bit. Since I bought this rifle, it's been a while now. I put about 400, 500 rounds through it, so you know it's fully broken in. And I chronographed it the other day, and my readings were so at about 11.94 foot-pounds with 800 feet per second with an 8.4 grain pellet. This is just pushing that 12 foot-pound limit. And you can tell, honestly, you can tell with the power of this thing. Okay, so to cock it, of course, we're just gonna flat that barrel down. You can see in there, beautiful rifled 177 barrel. And pellet in there, of course. Back up, and you're ready to go. Okay, so let's take a little look at this trigger then. Sorry for the sun glare. So, slap it on fire, and just immediately, there's like, and it's smoking. There's just no, like, wall, there's no over travel. It's just as soon as you flick that on fire, like it's still quite a heavy trigger, but as the second that you press it, it goes off. Okay, accuracy time then. We have 5 different types of pellets. We have the Crosman pointed, these are 7.4 grains. We have the JSB exact, these are 8.44 grains. We have the BSA Gold Stars, these are 8.64 grains. Then onto some heavier pellets, JSB Hades. I've heard this gun doesn't really like heavier pellets, so we'll see how they perform. 10.34 grains on these, and then probably not going to do very well, but some slugs. These are 16 grains. Okay, I've mounted a beautiful 3-12 by 44 scope, set the targets up at 40 meters. Let's have a go at this. Okay, you guys, it is totally not the next day, and it is totally not taking me 5 hours to zero this scope in, but we're here finally. It's probably 1 second for you, but it's ages for me. Going to start with the Crosman pointed. Let's see how well it does at 40 meters. So the camera had moved up a little bit by itself, and the Crosman pointers were shooting a little bit low on this one, so you can't actually see where they're hitting. I apologize for that, but you'll be able to in a second. So that was some bad results, you guys. I apologize. It's really cold, and what I've noticed is that it depends on like how tight the pellet is in the barrel. A lot of these pellets are just slightly different sizes, and I think the barrel is just slightly too big, so sometimes it doesn't seat those pellets tight enough and they feel really loose, and the ones that felt the most loose were the ones that tend to do the worst. For example, the Crosmans, these were just 7.4 grains, and they didn't do a good job at all. Then I did the JSBs, 8.4 grains, which is probably the best. You know, you got one flyer up here, the rest all on the target. That's probably the best we saw. And then this was the BSA Gold Stars. I don't know what on earth was happening here. They just went everywhere. Those pellets were so loose in the barrel. JSB Hades, not bad, mostly grouped up here. And then the slugs. I tried the slugs, but they were too big for the barrel, so they wouldn't actually fit in the barrel, so they were barely shooting. So I just left those for now. So yeah, not the best results, but the JSB Exacts definitely performed and gave us the best group. I'm sure on a better day, with a better scope, with a break barrel shooter, could probably do far better. So don't take this as a one and done. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably do better than me. Anyways, it's just started raining. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate if you enjoy this video and want to see more like it, please do like and subscribe. More videos coming soon.